Okay, so here's my kayak after filling it up with water. There was nothing major in the bottom, but then watching you guys' responses on the website and Facebook, I looked for stress cracks and I found two. If you look closely right there, when I press down where I sit down, it opens. You see that? And here's my scupper holes. Then I have another one on this side. Same thing, same location. Right there, I press down and it opens up. Again, these two scupper holes are right under my seat. So I guess I didn't notice the water getting in there. And now that I have the trolling motor and battery back here, it put a little more weight. So these scupper holes here in the front, I always keep tabs on. Then there's another one here in the front. So anyway, I know I get water washing up in front when I'm motoring a little bit. So that scupper hole will take care of that one. These, oh, there's another two scupper holes. Oh no, those are, yes. Those hardly ever get any water coming out. Those two. Now these are the ones that are constantly getting water. So it's a little bit lower. But nothing major. I mean, it's part of it. So my seat goes here. Let me zoom out here. Yeah, my seat goes here. So I never get to see the water coming in. And it looks like a lower spot. The lowest spot in the kayak. But sometimes I do reach for my rag that gets down there and it comes up wet. Then this is the back. There's my trolling motor mount. And if I get water, it's leaning in an angle where it falls into those scupper holes. So what I think I'm gonna do, well, I'm gonna try to fix those cracks. And I'm gonna buy plugs for those two scupper holes. Possibly these two, maybe, because they're behind me, right? So I wouldn't get to really. I don't really see what's going on back here. And these two, I can plug them in also, but I can remove them if I need to. And just keep tabs if they're shedding water up to the middle. But definitely, two plugs here will definitely take care of the problem. And I will address the cracks also. And maybe two more plugs here. I think these up here, they don't get any water in. And this one I'll leave open because it's way in the front. All the way is in the middle to the back. So that's what we have here. I'll make another video when I'm addressing the issue. Thank you. Okay. The first thing I'm going to do is, and all the information I do here is I learned from Facebook and YouTube. So what I'm going to do, what I saw from Facebook and YouTube is, they say go to where the crack is and drill a hole at each end. One here and one here. And this hole is supposed to stop the crack from running. So that's what I'm going to do right now. Right about there. Okay, then on the other side, at the end of the crack, Okay, so that, according to you guys, is gonna stop the crack from running. See that? Then I'm gonna repeat that on this other side. So let me just move over. Okay, let me situate myself here. Okay, again, I'm working with a new phone. So, again, here's my stress crack. I'm gonna drill a hole at the end of it. And then at the other end. And this supposedly stops the crack from spreading. Okay, so I ended up buying this water weld, JB Weld water weld, and I've used this before in previous years when I had my boat and other things, so I know it works pretty good. So I'm gonna try it here on this, but the only thing that concerns me is this side. For some reason it opens up more. There's more give on that crack. And then over here on this crack, where is it? Well, it's in the shade, you can't really see it. This side seems to be, for some reason, harder. And this side over here, you see how the hole opens up more? So I'm gonna go ahead and turn you off and get everything prepared. Okay, so this is what it looks like. It's like a Tootsie Roll. It has darker stuff in the middle and lighter on the outside white. You're supposed to wear gloves when you mix it. All you have to do is get it in, just keep mixing it together. It's like putty. So I guess it activates it when you gotta mix it all together. And you're supposed to wear gloves, folks, but I don't like wearing gloves. Hopefully the chemical doesn't go into my body or skin. And I'm trying to record at the same time. I don't have a... So, to the crack here. Let me get situated here. I'm gonna put it here in this crack and just work it in there. But see, the thing that I'm concerned with, should I open it up by putting pressure? There's still a pinhole. I'll probably do a couple of layers. This one will be like a rough one. This one will be like a little rough one. Make sure. Make sure everything is at least covered. And it's supposed to dry. I think I'll check the directions here. Make sure everything's covered good. I'm gonna let that set. I'm gonna let that dry and work over on this other side. I'll get back to you in a minute. Okay, so I repeated the process on this side, and I went ahead and kind of filled in a little bit of that draining thing there, so the water, any water that comes in here will not drain it into the bottom. Same thing here. And again, I'm gonna let it dry. Let me get the directions. It says the strength is 4,370 psi. Set times 25 minutes. Cure time 1 hour. So it's been, as you can see, my kayak is a little wet. It's been raining, but today the sun's gonna be full strength today. So in an hour, I'll probably come back and reapply. I went yesterday and bought these balls at Academy. They're practice golf balls, foam. And then I saw what you guys did. Y'all poked a hole in them and ran that cord and put a little loop. And this is gonna solve my problem. They fit right in here. Sorry for the camera work. They fit right in there, but the ones I got were from Academy. I'm sorry. They were about $14, and some of these balls, most of all the balls, were too stiff. I couldn't get them in, but there was 2 of them that were already very soft. So see see, it's a pain in the butt to put them in. But if you squeeze and try hard, there you go. That one went in. I'll try this one here. Okay, see, this one's a little softer. But you gotta squeeze them. And they do go in. They could go further in. And I put the little loop to pull them out. But that'll solve my problem of water getting into this bottom section. And it's under the seat, so I never knew how much water got in there. I have these plugs here in the front. I mean, not plugs, scupper holes. And I would monitor the water, and yes, it would come up. But it would go back down, and then, like I showed you last time, I had a couple in the back. So when I want to get these out, I just get the little loop, and pull them out. There you go. But again, I was kind of frustrated because these balls, most of them are too stiff to get in there. Okay, so I came back an hour later and put some more of that water weld on both sides. Now it's been another hour, so what I'm going to do is I'm going to just touch it up a little with some green paint. Again, you know, it's under the seat. I just don't really like the white, so let's give it a shot here. Just a little, just to cover the there. Again, this is under the seat, so it's not gonna really stand out too much. But I'd rather have green than white. So I'm just gonna let it dry there. Again, this is my own kayak. It's that's under the seat, so I don't really mind it being a little awkward. But another thing, some of you guys there at Perception on Facebook talked about warranty work, so I love my kayak. I love it. Now that I put the mount in the back and I registered it and everything, I really want to keep it. But if I can get a free kayak by doing a warranty. So last night I started the warranty information, but you know, you have to download this and that, and they're going to send you an email. I had a hard time downloading the stuff because it would just let me download one. picture, and it needs several. It needs the receipt. It needs the damage. About 4 or 5. So at least I started the process, and let's see what happens. Worst case scenario, I stay with the kayak, and that's really what I want, because it's hard to. Well, if I could get a brand spanking new one, that would be ideal. But I don't mind just staying with this one with all the work I've done it. Well, I'll get back to you on the next step. Okay, folks. Just so you can see what an idiot I am, I forgot the seat. I'm sorry. Just to see what an idiot I am, guys. I forgot the seat. Now what the hell am I gonna do?